What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm TechnoTrend, and today I'm going to be talking about something that happened to me. As you guys can see, I have tried a new layout or background. Sorry for all these shadows. I will begin to fix my lighting soon enough, so be sure to stay subscribed, stay liking, and if you guys do want to join my Twitter fan page, go ahead and join that. DM me. I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. I'll add you to that group chat. Alright guys, without any further ado, let's get started with the story time. Alright guys, so today was a really crazy thing. So basically what happened was, early in the morning, I was sleeping on the car ride to school, right? My morning routine is wake up at 5, shower, afterwards get ready, get my school supplies, get something, and then head out. I was awoken by some sort of smell. And when I got to that smell, I was like, oh geez, someone's cooking barbecue. And then I realized it's not barbecue, it's ash and smoke. And so I'm just like, what's going on? So I get up, I look around, and I see tons of smoke and ash coming from the sky. And I'm just like, okay, is this like a Fire Nation thingy, like where they killed all the airbenders and stuff?
Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
I'm just like, okay, this is not an anime, I forgot, this is real life. So basically I got back on track, and I thought to myself, you know what, there must be a fire nearby. It's a quick little thing, let me look it up. And I figure out that nearby somewhere there is a wildfire going on, and it's actually really big, and it's consuming tons and tons of acres. There was this one kid that said every acre was consumed under 1 minute. That was a rumor that everyone's saying and that I saw on the news. Basically, on our forecast application on the iPhone, it said that our weather was not sunny. It said smoke. Now, basically, we didn't know what to think of that. We just thought, you know what, it might be smoky, like maybe a little misty here and there. But as soon as we got out of the car, we smelled heavy piles of smoke in the air. Like, I don't know how to tell you how heavy it was. It was disgusting, it was nasty, and worst of all, it smelled. And once we got to school, I was like, I can't do this, like, it's too much, because I'm an asthmatic, and it's a little more difficult for me to breathe. Yeah, you guys can see. So, basically, luckily I had my blanket on. I felt like a bum today, so I decided to just go on with the blanket. And I had to cover my eyes and nose. It was the weirdest thing I've ever had to do. I had to cover it just so I wouldn't start coughing. It was disgusting. I felt like it was getting through my nose. I could feel me sneezing. I felt my eyes get stuff in it. It was just, I couldn't do anything about it. I was trying to do this and it wouldn't work. I was trying to cough and there was nothing to cough because once I coughed, I had to breathe in some more smoke. The wind was also blowing because our school is near the beach, and it was blowing really hard, so it was blowing our way. All that dust and smog and all that smoke came rushing to us in our faces. So all those little particles came straight towards our eyes. So tons of my friends had red eyes. Some guy actually bought goggles, which I saw, swimming goggles, which is very smart. I give him kudos for that. But it did look a little weird. They did not give any face masks out unless you were an asthmatic, and luckily I was well, it's not really lucky, it's just, I mean, I should be able to breathe like everyone else. They went ahead and gave it to them. Then once they gave it to them, they said to the other people, we cannot give any more masks. We don't have enough to supply for the rest of the asthmatics. And we were just like, okay, I mean, that's not really fair, but I guess they needed more. And so I was there with my mask on, very uncomfortable. And as I was walking through school, I was just like, okay, I mean, this is kind of fun, because everyone was like, you know, laughing and making jokes. But then after a little while, it kind of my nose started to get irritated, so like I started to get clogged. And I try to blow it out, and you literally see in the tissue, I don't want to be disgusting, but in the tissue I saw pieces of dust, and it was disgusting. I don't want to say that. That was just really gross, and I could feel like someone pressing on my chest just like this. It felt really hard to breathe, and it was very uncomfortable for most of the time I was there. Afterwards, once we were in class, we settled down because they said go straight to your second period class, which mine was math, which I loved him. He was the best teacher ever. And none of us had any information until later on in that period. They said, oh, we're not releasing any students. If your parents can't pick you up, they have to go through the main office. They have to call them. And I was just like, okay. But mostly, like, around 60% of our students take the school bus. So how are those parents going to go ahead and do that? Most of those parents are hardworking. So I wouldn't understand how they would be able to pick up their kids. All this technology, and that's all we get. Not even the seniors were allowed to leave just like that. You had to be one of my closest friends' mom. She was on my roster, and she was allowed to take me, and she took me. Super glad for that, because I was having trouble breathing, because that area is like really cramped. It's like a canyon area, so all that wind was festering in there, and you could just feel tons of wind and stuff. very uncomfortable situation. And yeah, I'm breathing a little more often than usual, but that's totally fine. At least I can say I'm okay as of right now. I think to better fix that situation is to let the students have an early day, not necessarily a parent pickup, because that doesn't always work. It's just a mess all the time. There's not enough staff to go around, and the teachers don't even know what to do because they weren't warned. So I think next time what we should do is give it a minimum day. I wouldn't say give it a full day off, because I don't think that's really okay for the teachers, because they do lose money. The school does lose money, not the teachers. The teachers get paid regardless. Other than that, guys, I just wanted to tell you my story. It was not a fun day, but hey, I got to go home early. There wasn't really a plus besides going home early. I mean, I just came home, and it was around the time I got out of school, because no one could pick me up at the time. So yeah, I guess I did go home early, but I'm still faced with this congestion, and I have to see what happens tomorrow. We're going to be notified tomorrow at 5 a.m. That's basically it for today's story time. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for being depressed, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's up. Alright guys, so I've just been notified that I don't have school tomorrow, which is a really fun thing, but as well as I still have nasty symptoms, and I hope I do get better. Alright guys, see you guys in the next one. Peace.